Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Skyxx148 Podcast. I am Michael, and that is the 2 hours late Tim. Just a head nod, that's it, eh? Oh gosh, we're gonna have quite the show today with Tim just not saying anything. So let's get that little welcome to the stream banner, and we're gonna start here with the introduction. So, my screen to the top. Welcome back, everybody. What is everyone's thoughts on the recent thumbnails? Because I've been making some pretty cool thumbnails recently. Yeah. So what have the hosts been doing since the last podcast? I have been doing school and just been chilling out, relaxing.
I have been going up to the skate park with my friends and chilling with them, working as always, but that's about it.
All right, so what will be in today's podcast? All right, so we're gonna have a mini guest, 2 new segments, another musical theater segment, and what's been in the previous podcast, pretty much, and it'll be pretty chill. Hopefully, if Tim could speak more, right? Eh?
Yeah, I'm a talker.
Yeah, you are. Don't let me leave this.
Just kind of the intro, Keep it slow.
I don't know about that. We gotta start off nice, fast pace. We have gotten good feedback. We've gotten some nice views, comments, a little bit, and it's been all very nice and welcoming. So it's good. If you're watching this live, feel free to comment whatever you would like, and we'll answer it. We'll answer it like the previous one, where there's a couple political questions. Today we do not have any sponsors because, we just don't. We're not that kind of stream, right? All right.
Unfortunately.
But on to our mini guest for this episode. We have Elli Ellis, who is someone I met through a liberal troll on Snapchat. So let's welcome him to the stream.
I'm here.
Hi.
Hello.
So my name is Elli Ellis, right? And
Eli, sorry.
Yeah, it's all
I
good.
pronounced that wrong.
Do we have any viewers right now?
No, we do not. But
okay,
we've gotten like 30 views typically on these streams.
That's good. Maybe it's because it's 2 hours late. Thank you, Tim. Anyway,
yeah.
So let's start with the questions.
All right. So, tell us about yourself. Who are you? What do you do? Stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I'm a senior this year. I go to like a kind of suburban area in Oklahoma. It's called Pryor. I play soccer. Kind of gay, I know. And yeah, it's kind of, I don't know about that lie, but yeah, it's kind of me.
You want to talk about gay? I do theater.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you know the hosts? Me, Tim. I know I went over this a little bit, but
right. Well, there's this Karen type girl on Snapchat. I saw her on Snapchat, and she has a tendency to post things that she's not informed on, right? And so him and I, me and Michael, both kind of caught on to it. And so, yeah, him and I agreed on it. And definitely Trump 2020, right? And definitely all the way.
Represent.
And, yeah, for sure. And sorry, I'm not really good at this stuff.
You're good, man. You're good.
But anyway, yeah. So we kind of saw through all of her bull crap,
Yep.
And
I hit you up. I hit you up when she was posting you, giving you some free publicity on
I know.
on
Free
her
clout.
Twitter. Right, and then when I called her out on Twitter, I got blocked. Yo, but she posted my headshot on her Twitter, so I got some free publicity too.
Right.
Right. What has been keeping you busy during COVID?
Right now, I'm actually quarantining because I was in contact with a friend that has it. So I'm kind of chilling out here still. But I've been starting making TikToks.
I see.
Playing a lot of Xbox, really making me survive.
Xbox where it's at though.
Right.
Facts.
If you play PlayStation, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so
Gay station.
what?
Gay station.
Yeah, I know. I've been cooking a lot, like making things on my own. I really enjoy that. And looking at the final product, it's really cool.
That actually segues into the next question we wrote. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite food in general, and favorite food you cook? Since you just said you cook.
Okay, so that's definitely the hardest question I've ever been asked across the board. Favorite food has got to be. I like butter cake. It sounds weird, but it's really good, and especially if it's caramelized and it has the caramelized top on it. And something I can make. Nachos, just nachos. It's nice and subtle, pretty simple.
How do you make them?
So getting takeout at a Mexican restaurant and you order chips, so you're getting about as good as you can get for nachos, and put them on the plate and put almost like a whole package of cheese in it. Microwave it and then put some bacon on it. It's kind of underrated, but you put bacon on the nachos. Maybe what's some sauce you'd put on it?
Maybe queso.
Yeah, maybe if that's convenient. But yeah, so that's definitely good.
It's good. Yeah. So you're in senior year, huh? Are you doing good so far? When you start school?
Yeah, I've already got my assignments done here from home. So
I started yesterday.
hey.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, this dude over here starts on September 4th.
September 8th.
8th.
Wow.
Yeah, but then we're probably going to have to stay in school way longer than the rest of everybody else.
Yeah. We started August 11th in Oklahoma, like almost like statewide. We kind of go earlier than most.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of good though. You're gonna get out a little early.
True.
Yeah.
The East Coast is cracked. The East Coast goes like mid-September usually. It's insane. People I've met from like Rhode Island are like, yeah, we got school September 23rd. I'm like, you're playing right. So yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go into the conservative political part of this. Sorry,
All right.
my French is off. Wait, this is English. All right. So what's your stance on BLM, Black Lives Matter, ACAB, all that kind of deal?
Okay. I really feel like it's blown out of proportion. Everything kind of obviously now is blown out of proportion from really any race group, but kind of stands out. Kind of stands out with a certain race. I mean, a few, obviously. Maybe that's a little, I don't know, but it's truthful.
Right.
Things can be solved other than that, and I don't know. It's like other groups face oppression. The Jewish face oppression more than Black people, and they're not burning down a Target because they feel like it helps them. Like, I don't know.
Right.
But even the Jewish now, I mean, I don't know why I'm like pinpointing them, but the Jewish now, even they're still getting stuff every day. I don't know.
I would say, just religions in general
Yeah.
get more than people of color. But like me and Tim were saying on a previous podcast, like, Black Lives Matter at heart, and then the foundation is good. Yes, Black Lives should matter, but it's just been taken out of proportion, and they're not doing good things with it. Like, the organization is using Black Lives Matter to push their political agenda heavily.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good, you could say.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. So next topic is LGBTQ.
Man, okay, these are all definitely. All right, well, how is it? Are you asking like how I feel about it, or
How do you
should it be?
feel in general? Are there specific? You can pinpoint specific things if you would like to.
Okay, I feel like they shouldn't make a whole community out of it. I mean, you are what you are, even though I don't stand for it. I don't really stand for it, but you are what you are, but you don't need to. People are always talking about all these segregation things that are still happening. Everyone's getting separated, but they're doing it to themselves. They want special treatment other than just normal middle class people. They need special treatment now. And I don't know. It's just, they use that to even take advantage of like jobs, stuff like that. Like you're not.
Ooh. You got cut out. We can't hear you. Oh.
Maybe he's got to plug his phone in or something.
Eli will be right back, everybody, to finish that topic. To finish that.
My bad. My mom was.
Nah, you're good.
Kind of bugging. Anyway. I just feel like they're kind of using it to take advantage of stuff. Like for jobs, they'll be like, "You're not gonna hire me because I'm gay," and they're taking advantage of it there. But no one else can do that. But they're getting these special treatments, and they still don't feel like they're getting enough. So I don't really stand for it. But you don't need to make a community out of it.
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, me and Tim did not really talk about that aspect, but that's very true. They use it to their advantage. And what, are we going to treat them like old people and treat them specially and put them in a home?
Yeah, I know.
That might be the plan in the future. Next topic we're talking about is defund the police.
It's ridiculous. I don't. That makes no sense whatsoever. That's just like, why would you do that? It just makes no sense to me.
Right.
I don't even know how to like go beyond that. It just makes like zero sense.
It does make zero sense. It's like, what would we say? If one person of color, a black person, does something wrong, you can't say that all of them are wrong. Same kind of logic applies with the cops. If one cop does something wrong, doesn't mean that all of them are bad. And the funding of the police would be terrible. Do we want to die because everyone will be walking out with their guns, being like, guns blazing?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. The 2020 election.
Okay.
What you thinking?
Obviously Trump Pence, one thing I feel like, I really know Donald Trump's going to carry us, like, because no president has to face problems like this, really. Mm-hmm. He's had to deal with a virus. He's had to deal with like a civil outbreak with everything going on in the country, but I feel like there's being a little bit hidden with the virus, I feel like once the election is here, we're going to have a vaccine introduced to us. I was freaking fly. Anyway, a vaccine's going to be introduced to us. I think by February, it's going to be spread to Americans of next year even. It sounds really late, but I think vaccines are going to be spread around February. But yeah, I think with the election coming up, there's going to be, because we're putting a lot of money into that, like Donald Trump especially, and hopefully we can get some more feedback from all these like hospitals and research places, and I think that'll be in Donald Trump's favor if we can do that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. And it's something I didn't add to it, but have you heard like Pizzagate, Shadowgate, something like that before?
I haven't. I've never heard of that. I don't know.
All right, so one of the factors of a Pizzagate is that coronavirus and Black Lives Matter, all of this is a severe plant by liberals and Democrats to try and get Trump out of office.
Oh,
And yeah, and it stems more than that. How liberals supposedly like take children at immigration and do terrible things to them on Epstein Island.
you know, that definitely sounds like something that would happen. You know,
Hmm.
they go. Liberal people go from supporting like your regular everyday person, Democrats in general, you know, go from supporting all of that to turning cold-hearted and trying to make themselves look like the good guy, but in the end, they're probably doing stuff like this. Who knows?
Right.
But yeah, it's totally something. I mean, the whole Democratic platform, you can just look at it and you can see they're doing stuff behind closed doors. You never really know.
Hmm. Like supposedly Hillary Clinton was supposed to be on trial for I think abusing a 10-year-old girl before everything hit. And now that everything hit, it was completely dismissed, and it's just out there.
Yeah,
And why do you think all of her emails were being deleted? Because, she was doing terrible things and she was trying to hide it.
it's true. Very
Something
true.
looked into. So our second to last topic is COVID. You touched on this a little bit. So if you would like to go a little farther or just leave it at that.
I mean, it's bad and all. It's not good, but I feel like more steps we can take as Americans to make it go away. Like, I saw TikTok. Who knows if it's true or not? But there was like this, especially because it's ran by the Chinese. But there was this group of Chinese people like throwing a rave, like in Wuhan. It was in Wuhan. They were throwing a rave, and all this mainstream stuff is like the virus is bad, blah blah blah. But the Chinese are forced to stay inside. They're supposed to do all these government mandated stuff, or all these things, and they're back to normal now. They're throwing raves. I'm sure they have a vaccine of their own, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to do, and they're getting the rewards from doing what they're supposed to do. So I feel like as Americans, we can do a lot more to keep our country safe, ourselves safe, our family safe. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, there's not too much to elaborate on that. You really did that good. And the last question we got here is, what are your thoughts on that bitch Jade?
Jade. Oh man. There's so many things I gotta say, but I don't really. Okay, one thing. White girls everywhere. White girls everywhere think they know this, they know that. The girls that come in with the Starbucks cups, they think they know all of this, but they either go off what their parents say, like most people anyway. They just listen to their parents, or they look at what the liberals are trying to do, making everything a perfect world, throwing all Republicans under the bus, and they see that as the good thing. And so they follow it, but they don't do their research. They don't know what's going on. So girls like that, canceled.
Yeah, canceled, completely toxic. And like when you
Yeah.
call them out on it, they just start making fun of you and posting you everywhere. It's
Yeah.
Get educated, woman.
Right.
Oh God, I'm gonna get blasted for that if anyone sees this. Yeah. That pretty much concludes this, but you've been a pretty good guest, and someone else over here has been very talkative. So if you want to watch the show that we're going to be covering today, the time between now and like the actual segment, maybe you can join us a little later and give us your thoughts on that. It's a 15-minute show.
All right, cool.
Would you like to do that or be interested in that?
Yeah, I'll probably stay on or hop on and hop right back on, or hop off and right back on, check it out.
Right. The show is called 21 Chump Street by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Okay.
It's in the title here, or I'll put it in the private chat. Oh, you probably can't see that. If you remember that, 21 Chump Street.
Okay.
It's actually 22 Chump Street.
No, it's
I'm just
not.
kidding.
Wait, so where do I access that?
YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Yep, it's pretty easy.
All right, man.
So yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later. Just text me
Yeah.
when
All right, thanks
you're
for
ready
having
to come
me.
back on. Yep, thanks. Alrighty, all right, Tim. That was the end of that. Eli, sorry, was a very good guest.
Absolutely.
What's up, man? How come you're not talking?
I was honestly just kind of letting you take the wheel on that one because this is someone that you knew and I didn't know. So I was just kind of letting you drive that one. And, I feel like it
Right,
just went a lot smoother that way.
right. But it's always good to engage and have conversation with new people, All right. So next we're going to be talking about recent topics. Now, if you can't tell by our previous guest, we are conservative Republican, and that is our stance on this. So don't get triggered. Just know that liberals using the 5-year-old being shot as a way of like silencing Republicans, and I've seen it everywhere where we are posting hashtag say his name, hashtag justice for Cannon, and liberals respond with why, like, just negative comments when they did the exact same thing with George Floyd and blew him out of a proportion. And I even had the argument like the 5-year-old murderer was arrested. He got justice. Why are you reporting on this? Well, George Floyd's murderers got arrested too. But you see what's happening there?
I mean, it just seems to me like they don't want to admit that something outside of what they want to happen can happen. Like, obviously, this isn't something that would have immediately been on their radar to go nuts about. And the fact that obviously his killer did get arrested kind of does serve as another anchor for them to go off on it. But in general, I mean, I don't think that the intention behind it is the same as what they were doing with George Floyd. I feel like this is more just about why does stuff in this world happen like that, That's kind of what I feel that all is. But
and us, saying hashtag say his name, hashtag justice for Cannon is us wanting the media to cover it and get this story out and not just it being swept under the radar and not being very reported, which is not good. So also, Trump not wanting mail-in ballots. So I think Trump has done his best to not fund the USPS because he does not want people to be voting through mail, which I fully back because this can easily be manipulated as voter fraud. And, the Democrats could very much manipulate the ballots. I mean, I could say Republicans can do it too, but I think the Democrats are more likely to. So I'm fully behind him doing what's best to get away from this.
Right. I mean, obviously, you could make the argument, why would they do that? They'd get caught, blah, blah, blah. It shouldn't matter. But at the same time, it could matter, and you don't want to take that chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So Fortnite was recently sued by Apple, or no, Fortnite was suing Apple because of Fortnite defined the Apple game store monopoly. And a place by the name of Coral Cove in Florida is like jumping in to sue Fortnite for supposedly using their area for in the game and copying the name and everything, and it's kind of BS because they weren't at all. Fortnite's been using alliteration, and it's like, come on.
Right. I mean, that's kind of something you should expect from them, considering almost every single location in the past has had that front letter alliteration. Usually something clever to match what the location looks like. And if they're going to make a giant castle made out of coral reefs, and of course, Coral Cove sounds like a good name. It's
Mhm.
not like they were looking on the internet. All right, what places can we name our thing off of? No, that's just not what happened.
Right. You have someone saying hi to you. Chat here.
I see that. Hi.
Yeah, hi mom. Yeah, Apple revoking the Unreal Engine's tools affecting all mobile gaming. Did you hear about this one?
Yes, I did, and unfortunately, that's just going to be real tough because so many games on the App Store use Unreal Engine because that's kind of the best option for mobile gaming developing right now. So if that does indeed get revoked and completely on the App Store, I mean, it's going to be really difficult for people to make games and have to switch to a new engine or so many different things.
It's just gonna. Epic's reputation is gonna go downhill, and Apple's profits are gonna go downhill. And I think they're both gonna realize how much of a stupid idea it was to sue each other and retaliate and be completely dumb. To be honest, Fortnite had it all planned. Just saying. Going back to school now. Like we said previously, Tim is going back to school on September 8th, and I'm already in school now, or doing e-learning since yesterday. And how will this affect the podcast, really? Would you like to go first, Tim?
For me, not really too much at the exact moment because I'm still going to be running off the same schedule that I was running off before he went back to school, but I think he's probably the one that's more affected by it.
Right. Now, I am more affected by it because we had an idea, an original idea to record this at 10 a.m. in the morning with my sister as our guest, but that didn't happen because I've been very busy with school. So in terms of will affect the podcast, if we're trying to record it in the morning and afternoon hours, then yeah, it will. But if we're doing it right now at night, then no. And it especially won't affect me if we're on time. On time. So, welcome to the news segment we'd like to call Spotlight Hour, Spotlight Minute. So pretty much we're going to be telling people social media accounts or people, influencers that we really like and follow and we enjoy. So yeah, I'll go first here. I wrote down Ben Shapiro. What does Ben Shapiro do? He posts videos about his political views in podcasts and gives a really good take on what's happening and what happens with recent topics that happen politically. And I think he's just a pretty good YouTuber. He's a good source, to be honest, too. And I watched some of his stuff. How did they do this well? Well, Ben Shapiro is an amazing speaker, and he can beat anyone in a debate any day. So, of course, he's a great podcaster, which, works out for him in the long run.
Absolutely.
And any other information to add with Ben Shapiro? Don't watch him if you're insanely radical left, or else you're going to get triggered easily. All right, so on to Tim's Spotlight Minute.
My Spotlight Minute is going to be on Anthony Panza. He does have an Instagram account, but he's mostly on YouTube. Basically, his entire premise is that he's a BMX bike rider, and I mean, he will literally ride anywhere. If you comment, come to this park, he will come there. He will do tricks there. He will do everything he can to impress everybody that's there. The reason he got so popular is because he's just really good. And whenever he's vlogging, he has kind of an attitude about him that really sings out like, I'm confident in what I'm doing and I'm here to entertain. So I think that really boosted his account ahead of others. But any other information to add? I mean, not really. Don't watch it if you're afraid of like crashes and things going wrong, because I mean, that's kind of how it goes. Stuff's going to go wrong every once in a while. It's the only way you can learn. So yeah, Anthony Panza.
Any other information to add?
No.
All right, so on to another new segment is a story time segment. Pretty much where we just tell some random story from our life, and it fills up some more time with the podcast because it seems like this podcast is not going to go too long. It's only going to be an hour episode, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So, do you have any stories, Tim, in mind?
Well, I believe you should go first so I can get a gauge on how this is going to go.
All right, so I'm going to tell the story of... the story of when I first met Tim. All right, so it was a day, and crap, no, this is not when I first met him. Wait, is it? Okay, so I went to Fright Fest at Six Flags, having fun. Went to go see Ringmaster's Cabaret, and it was an amazing show. And beforehand, I was talking to this Tim person who was going around with some girl who I thought to be his sister. Hi, Sam. I thought to be his sister, and I was talking to him about my Lego creations and drawings and all that without completely knowing who the hell he was. At the time, all I knew, he was like sort of popular, I guess. That's what I thought. So yeah, I showed him my crap. He's like, yeah, that's cool, dude, and watched the show, and that was kind of it. But I think a little further on, I wanted this action figure because I was still in an action figure phase. And we didn't have Diamond Elite membership at Six Flags at the time. So we saw Tim and his sister go into the shop or something, and we caught him off guard, and we asked him, hey, you mind if we use your 50% off? And we'll give you the money. And they're like, yeah, sure. And we thought we just committed a crime, really. Because we're like, should we have done that? Are we gonna get in trouble? I don't know. Before we knew that we can actually do that and get other people 50% off easily, but
Yeah.
we didn't really know Tim, so it was just a bit awkward. But yeah. Those were the first times I met Tim. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember one more time for my story. We were at like Wonderland at the Grand, like the first year of it, and your family friend was passing out airheads to everybody. Y'all gave me an airhead, and I didn't really talk too much at that point, so I do remember that as well.
That's it.
Yes, sir. I can't think of any other good stories right now.
I mean, it doesn't have to be with us.
Yeah, I know. I just kind of blink.
I wonder why.
Probably because I'm a little tired.
Probably, I am too, but I'm still here and podcasting, talking, trying to be social at least. All right, so next segment is our Hamilton recap, and then we go on to our musical theater segment, which I hope Eli will be here for. If he's watching that show, I don't know. All right, Hamilton recap. So, has your favorite song changed?
No, probably still one last time. I don't think it's ever going to change.
What's your favorite scene? Or has your favorite scene changed?
No, not remarkably, no.
Nope, mine hasn't either. It's still it's quiet uptown. Has your favorite actors changed?
Daveed Diggs. I don't know if I previously had him on my list, but I do really like him as an actor, especially as Lafayette too.
Yep. I can 100% agree with that. Daveed is awesome. But yeah, I did say that previously. I think Tim is continuing to get into Hamilton and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
It's pretty great, and I don't think Eli has watched the show yet. So maybe we can somehow spare 15 minutes.
I can rap guns and ships, or try to.
All right, you go do that.
All right. For reference, this is something Michael wanted me to learn, and I was like, nah, dude. He's like, just do it.
Yeah, you just do it. Do what you have.
I'll try it. How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman. And I'm taking this horse by the reins, making red coats red with blood stains. And I'm never gonna stop until I make them drop and burn them up and scatter the remains. Watch me engaging them, escaping them, enraging them out. I go to France for more funds. I come back with more guns and ships. And so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war at Yorktown, cut them off at sea. But for this to succeed, there's someone else we need. So he knows what to do in the trench. Ingenuity and fluent in French. You'll have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do on the bench? No one has more resilience or matches my practical technical brilliance. You wanna fight for your land back? I need my right hand man back. I need my right hand man back. Right hand man back. Right, the letter of seeing the battle against right hand man back. Troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that will yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender. Alexander. I give myself like a 74%.
Yeah, that works. 74% of
It's still sketchy, dude.
Singing.
Huh?
Let me like 74% of learning the lyrics or actually like singing it.
It was just kind of bad.
Yeah. So, we gotta spare approximately 20-ish minutes here, so Eli can watch it or watch our musical theater segment. So, I think we should talk about something today.
I mean, yeah, we got to do something, I guess.
I'm showing them which one it is to watch. There we go. So, how's your day? What'd you do today?
I mean, I just kind of went to the skate park, chilled over there, watched some people do some crazy stuff as usual. But
Per usual.
how about you? Okay, what'd you do?
School. That's literally it. I switched classes, so now I'm in bass choir instead of treble choir. But yeah, I'm in choir now. It's very fun. We have these things called Flex Wednesdays, where pretty much we start at like 9:30, and then we end at 3:10, and our classes are shorter, and we don't have to actually get on Zoom with the teachers, so it's pretty nice.
That's dope. I have no idea what my school's gonna do yet. They haven't released like any information, man.
It's kind of late though. They should. Your school's just procrastinating, and then when the time comes, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're going back physically."
Right.
Yeah. So, any shows you've been watching recently?
Not much actually. I kind of
Like-
don't really have a show to be watching.
Hmm.
I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube.
There's this show called Newsies on Disney Plus. I was supposed to do a podcast with some guy named Tim where Newsies was the main topic, but it was switched to 21 Jump Street because he didn't watch Newsies. So maybe you could watch that.
Maybe.
Maybe. I've been watching this show anime called Toradora. It's pretty much just an anime high school love story thing. It's very great, man. This sucks. We don't, our podcast is kind of halted here. What shall I do?
I don't know, man. Do you have a song you could sing for another singing intermission?
Probably not, because I don't want to wake my stepdad up in the other room. Yeah. Oh, he opened it 2 minutes ago, so hopefully Eli is watching 21 Trump Street and he can join back in. So guys, I'm sorry about this. It's just kind of unexpected. Yeah. Six Flags. So you think you're gonna get your passes back if they have
Probably not.
if they bring Fright Fest here?
No, probably not.
Why not?
It's just not worth it. I mean, who knows how safe they're gonna be and whatever. Plus, looking at like what they changed to make it Hollow Fest, it's kind of not good.
Yeah. Even if they don't bring Fright Fest to Great America, I want to see if we can take a trip to St. Louis because I definitely want to see Love at First Fright or something. How are they gonna do Love at First Fright outside?
I don't know.
Please tell me how.
Dead Man's Party, though.
Dead Man's Party.
I'm just supposed to watch it? Wait, bro, I'm just supposed to watch it?
Yes, Eli,
What?
you're just supposed to watch it.
So he still hasn't started watching it yet?
Ah, no. Man,
man.
come on, Eli. We're all good.
Oh, and Michael is gone. Honestly, couldn't tell you what happened to him.
I accidentally left. That's what
there he is.
happened. All right, so you want to answer some questions we have in the chat? We have a couple. Are you live now?
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Tim.
Hi.
Bro, so many questions here. Whew. You know what? Nope. Okay. You know what? I know what to do. We're gonna head into our document for Thursday and answer some more things, more discussion, more question. Or we can just hop right into 21 Jump Street.
I mean, that's what I've kind of been thinking the whole time.
I was like, okay, yeah, there's some live, you know.
Right. What does he have to
It's
say?
not bad. It's kind of like upbeat and modern. I like it. Dang, bro. Okay, you were like, am I hopping on? I was like, okay, yeah, I thought it was some live, you know. All right. So far, it's not that bad. It's kind of like upbeat and modern. I like it.
You gotta be like, hey, bet we're just gonna be stalling. Yeah. You know what? How about we do something? Let's call somebody.
Oh boy.
Let's prank call my cousin here. Let me get his number here. Oh shoot! I did not mean to call him. Copy to clip tray dial.
You to be with me.
Let's get at this.
Completed as dialed.
What
Please
you
check the
gotta
number
do?
and dial again. Or dial 611.
Whoops!
The heck I gotta do to be with you?
What the heck I gotta
I
do
gotta do? What the heck I gotta do
to
for
be
you
with
to
you?
be with me?
Wait, so that's what we're doing? We're just like, we're watching it until like a different live later.
Nope. We're just stalling on the podcast for you to watch it and then get you on here so we can talk about it. So it's the same live. Me and Tim are kind of just chilling here, struggling for something to say. This is one way to pull in some viewers, huh?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. And you know what? Let's tune into my most valued subscriber, the person who's supported me since day one. My mother. Hello, this is Patrick.
No, it's not.
We're trying to stall and find some topics to talk about on the podcast. So, hello, mother, you're live on the podcast.
Oh, I'm laying down for sleep.
That's very cool.
You should talk about Great America. Am I on right now?
Yes, you are. We already did talk about Fright Fest, hopefully.
Okay, well, then why don't you talk about Spirit Halloweens that are opened up?
Spirit Halloween is opened up, so you guys can get your Fright Fest and Halloween on. Yeah. Anything you want to say to completely embarrass your son on this podcast that no one's probably watching?
No, sir. It's just late and I have things to do in the morning, so...
Understandable.
Hello, Mr. Tim.
What?
He says what?
No, just hello.
Hello.
Hello?
He says hello.
Alright. No, I can't really think of any topics. I know Spirit, Great America opening up. You could also maybe talk about the movie theaters that will be opening up. The AMC movie theater that's going to be having movies for 15 cents.
Yeah, I think one of Tim's friends booked a whole theater or something.
No?
That's always a cool thing.
Well,
I
15,
just said that we're going on Thursday to Empire Strikes Back.
well, I mean, with 15-cent tickets and your friend saying that it costed like 10 something, I thought he bought out a theater.
No, the tickets aren't 15
That
cents.
sounds like fun.
Oh. Yeah, sounds like fun. Me and Tim were talking about that, how we should go to St. Louis as well.
And what's for the Halloween fest?
Yeah, for the Hollow Fest, exactly.
That sounds interesting.
It does sound interesting. Maybe we can hook Tim up with us. Bring him
we'll
for
see.
a weekend.
But anyhow, Sky, you woke me up when I was sleeping.
Oh, I'm just Michael, your son.
No, Michael, okay. Well, you woke me up when I was half asleep, so...
Gotcha. All right, well, sleep tight, lady.
Alright, and just a heads up, your sister might be off work if you want to go ahead and give her a call.
Oh, okay, okay.
I believe she gets off at 9:30.
Yeah, I believe so too.
So, all right. You guys have a good night.
All right, we will.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye. Shall we call my sister next to annoy her?
Oh boy.
Man, I feel bad for this podcast right now. This is nothing like the first 2 episodes. What the hell?
What the heck I gotta do to beat you?
What the heck gotta do? You know what, everyone on the podcast, we're gonna take a short 5-minute break and be back. Hopefully, we'll have something to talk about, something to do. So, we'll see you shortly.
Hey, Mike, I think your mic is muted.
Well, crap. Anyway, guys, we are back. We had to get a quick idea of what we should talk about because we realized how this podcast was kind of going in a bad direction, something completely different than what we wanted, and it's just the fact that we recorded this a little later, and people are tired, but nothing much to talk about. So I just got a notification for a news article, so let's talk about this. Postmaster General hits pause at USPS for Postmaster General hits pause on USPS changes until after election amid public outcry.
What?
The United States Postal Service will pause its cost-cutting policies after the recent move sparked controversy and intense fears that such measures might undermine the U.S. elections this November. So it seems like they were going to implement some new things, and there was some fear that it would affect the election. So they're not going to do it until after the election.
Makes sense, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely makes sense. So, 21 Chump Street. We're not going to go super into this because we're still waiting for Eli. Hopefully, he should be done in 5 minutes here. We can make it. Hope this will be an hour 30 podcast. Hopefully. So, basic thoughts of 21 Jump Street. We're not going to go too into it, but what you thinking?
I think definitely it's, for how short it is, it's definitely a good story.
Mm-hmm. Definitely is. And I don't think you know this, but this was actually a show meant to tour and go to different schools and also be played in different schools to teach kids that marijuana is not good. You should not buy, sell, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a very good show. The casting is amazing with Lin-Manuel Miranda, Anthony Ramos, one guy from Be More Chill on Broadway.
Absolutely.
I forget his name. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. We can't get too much into this because we have a whole bunch of questions here. Yeah, we'll get there shortly. I'm sorry if you actually did watch this podcast through, but I doubt anyone will. I mean, we only hope, but yeah. Vibing out. Currently 10:03 at night.
On a different note, the Blackhawks are playing tonight against the Golden Knights, and they're one game away from elimination. So you got to come out strong. You got to win. You got to show them that they belong in this playoff series and that they're not going to get eliminated by the Golden Knights, which would be unfortunate. But currently, they do have a 1-0 lead with 9 minutes and a few cents left in the first period. So good start, but you just got to stay strong,
Yeah, I watched some of the end of the Blackhawks yesterday.
Absolutely. I mean, they're getting better. Jonathan Taves is kind of coming out a little bit more now. The playoffs have started. It's kind of what's driving them forward, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to get this 21 Trump Street talk ready. So, essentially, you like how I turned it green?
Yeah.
I used to be a huge fan of the Blackhawks. I mean, still am, but I think I met Corey Crawford and some other dude. I don't
Corey
know.
Crawford's a G, man.
I
You
think
know who that is, though, right?
He's the goalie.
Okay, good. I thought you just met this man but didn't know who he was. I was like, uh-oh.
Of course I know who this man is. That'd be a disgrace if I didn't know. We just hit the hour mark.
Oh, that's an accomplishment. At least.
Yeah, it definitely is. You know what? You know how I'm telling to see when Eli is done is because he said he was watching it. Said he was watching it, and it says 13 minutes ago. Oh, wait, I just got a new snap. I think he may be done. And we could get this chat on the road. What the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do?
What the heck you gotta do? For you to be with me.
Oh yeah, sing it, Tim.
Oh yeah, sing it. Take it home.
Oh, he's here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Welcome back.
What's up?
All right, all
Hey.
right. So, should we go back to here? Wait, should we go back to? That's not what. Okay, never mind. We're gonna do it like this because. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna hop in. What are your basic thoughts, general thoughts on this? You're pretty fresh.
On that video.
Yeah. On 21
Um,
Chump Street.
I really enjoyed it. I did.
It's good.
It was pretty good.
All right, we're gonna hop into the questions because there's more to this. Now,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I told Tim to give you a little context. Is that this show was meant to be toured in different schools, and different productions of it would be played in schools to teach kids that marijuana is bad. Essentially, yeah, you know. Does someone tear up at the end? No.
I thought it was pretty
No.
sad. It was like this great man just got led down into the trenches.
Oh yeah, for sure.
By that cop, that mean cop. Okay, favorite songs, everybody. All right, Eli, you go first.
Okay, I love music. Like right now or of all time?
Oh no, this is like pertaining to the show.
Oh.
we're in the 21 Chump Street talk section.
Okay. Do we have any viewers?
No.
Oh, okay. It is 10 o'clock.
Especially not after me and Tim or me rambling for like 20 minutes.
The cousin one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
I have to agree. Everybody's got a cousin that can hook them up with something.
Yeah.
So good. Tim, I think I already know this one, but go
I
ahead.
liked What the Heck I Gotta Do. Thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He was simping.
Oh my god, yeah, he was. This man was simping. Favorite lyric. I replace this with favorite scene because it's pretty much all music. So favorite lyric. What lyric speaks out?
These kids have to learn that there's consequences for their actions. I mean, that's like the only like life lesson one, really.
I second that.
I don't really know it. Like, probably the one where he talks about that she's Dominican.
Because he's just like, damn, this girl's fine.
Yeah,
Essentially.
he said mature, so it's really sucks he didn't catch on to that
Yeah.
she was older.
And this is all based off of a real thing, by the way, too.
Really?
Yeah, Justin the boy. It was definitely real, and his life pretty much got ruined. He didn't go to college or anything.
It's different.
Yeah, it does. Favorite character?
Justin.
Justin. I like the narrator, Lin-Manuel
course.
Miranda. I mean, he really helps to drive the narrative through, and tell the story in 15 minutes too.
Right.
Favorite actor?
Here, do we?
I would have to say Lin-Manuel Miranda too, since he's my favorite character.
I like him as an actor, but I also like the guy that plays Justin. He's got a lot of energy.
Anthony Ramos.
Yes,
He
sir.
does it good for sure. The Justin guy, definitely. Really
Saddest.
takes on the role, right?
Saddest moment. I think we can all agree on this one that
That's
it's
when he got busted.
when Justin got busted.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because everyone who sold drugs to undercover cops is busted. Insert lyric here. We're very much so theater kids. Best moment. Now this could be argued a little bit.
Best moment?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the way that when he was talking to the narrator and he was like flashing back to it exactly as he remembered it happening. Thought that was kind of like a cool idea, telling the story like through a flashback.
The other video I linked you is actually the real story with the real interviewer and Justin and Naomi. You should watch that after our podcast here is finished. Yeah. Best moment is when he gets the drugs to me.
I think the best moment is when he wouldn't take the money and everything was leading up to that kiss and everything. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was.
That one was sad. Like ripped at my soul. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're on to the questions that could be interpreted a little differently. Because I basically some like on the comments of the video. Thoughts on the relationship between Naomi and Justin? Was this pure or was this fake?
Well, I mean, obviously it was fake because she literally wanted him in jail the entire time. How is that a relationship?
I feel like there was something there for sure. There had to be something there.
I think that she manipulated him into selling her drugs, or not selling. Yeah, selling her drugs. And when Justin, please just take the money. That's her forcing him to take the money to make it an actual crime. Because if you just gave her weed, then it wouldn't be a crime.
Right. A felony, more specifically, which completely screws him over.
Did Lin-Manuel Miranda do a good job composing and writing the lyrics to the songs?
By himself, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because for me, it grabbed my attention that it was like modern, and it was like, yeah, I thought it was really good.
Me too. And I heard that this fits right in with his musical In the Heights. So maybe I can go check that out if I can find a good bootleg. Did Lin actually write this or copy something he overheard? Because I know both of you didn't listen to it, but there's a video with an interviewer and Naomi and Justin where they pretty much say the exact same things as Lin-Manuel Miranda does. And I'll answer this because you guys probably can't. Did Lin kind of like copy it? I think he definitely took a lot of inspiration, and a lot of the source material came from the interview there. Does this show make us want to seek out other shows that Lin did, such as like In the Heights and Freestyle Love Supreme, or Hamilton in Eli's case?
I've still never watched it. I don't really.
Hey, you got my Disney Plus login and go watch it, man.
That's true. I think I will tonight.
The music is very, very similar to what was in this show.
I've never really been into musicals, but I think this one kind of drew me in, and I think that's good.
Yeah,
just to reach out to us,
Yeah, just be prepared though, because this is literally like one of the shortest musicals, and then if you're gonna go in Hamilton, you're about to go into one of the longest musicals. Huge hop there. So yeah, it definitely makes me want to seek out In the Heights and other shows that he did. Tim?
Yeah, I'd be interested if I can find something, but I mean, I like this show. I liked Hamilton, so I don't see why I wouldn't like something else.
I've seen the show like 3 times too. It's a good HD video on YouTube, and you just pop it up and watch it. Pretty decent.
Right.
Could this show 21 Chump Street be written into a fully length Broadway show? And yeah,
It'd be really difficult to stretch it out that much, I feel like.
Could it be successfully written into one?
I don't think so.
There's not enough plot there for them to make it that long.
Right. I think they could somehow, and flesh out the backstory of Justin a little more, Naomi a little more, and the background characters more ensemble and everything like that yet. Or maybe even the teacher could get a backstory, but it's based off a real life situation, so it'd be kind of hard to go back on that and successfully tell a story through the original source material. And if the show was to become or go on Broadway and fully written to a Broadway show, could it survive financially? Would people be interested in a full-length version of this show?
I don't know. I mean, it would take a lot of like spread out feedback, like many people saying many things about it. I feel like it would be a lot for one person to just look up and see it and decide, oh, I'm going to go watch that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there'd have to be like a lot of marketing and a lot of like interest to other groups rather than just like our age that's targeted for. So
I think people. Sorry, go ahead.
It would just definitely have to be marketed a lot more.
Yeah. I think people would definitely just go watch it because it's some of Lin-Manuel Miranda's work, and they'd follow it because he has a huge following and he makes a lot of money. So kind of that at the same time, but I think it would run similar to like just standard shows, nothing too special. This show toured schools and taught kids they shouldn't mess around with weed. Should it tour again? Should it come into our schools if it could?
If they could hit nicotine, that would be kind of something different, I feel like.
Yeah.
That everyone's involved with, like I'm involved with.
I'm an innocent soul over here.
Yeah. I feel like if it hit that, I think it would work better, maybe.
Yeah, they could replace it. Or just create a new kind of show like that that's 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, it could work.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Naomi forcing Justin to take the money in order for their interaction to be considered a crime?
I mean, it's
kind
part
of sad.
Her job. Yeah, it's part of her job, but I mean, I don't know that it should have happened that way because you're kind of going off his decisions, and they always tell you like don't feed into peer pressure, but that's literally what she did, you know. So
it just feels very scummy and manipulative of her because previously in the show she's like it's so easy to sniff out drug dealers, yet she manipulates this kid into actually committing a drug deal.
Yeah.
Like she said she was there to find out the people that did it. She didn't say she was there to create new people that did it so that she can arrest them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that.
The text, the wrong one. Naomi didn't find a drug dealer, she created one. Thoughts? Manipulative bitch.
True, 100%.
Facts.
It's kind of unneeded, yeah. That she's like, the job still didn't get done. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The text messages between them were used to incriminate Justin. Like, should people be more careful with their texts nowadays? And what they say?
I mean, yeah. If they literally have the power to just go straight through your text messages whenever they have a warrant.
That's true. I feel like we expect to have so much privacy, but like you can't even rely on that anymore. And that kind of screwed him over.
We really can't. It did screw him over, but it's also that he wasn't so secretive about, getting some stuff. But yeah. I think people should definitely be more careful in terms of not just like drug deals, but sexual encounters. Like, make sure you get your consent, or else, real men don't rape. Oh shit, must have been a ghost then. Or what's the other popular TikTok? I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. Yeah. Tim, over there, you good?
Yeah, dude. I just haven't seen either of those TikToks, so I don't know what you're talking about at all, to be honest.
Do you even watch TikTok, dude?
Not often, no.
Jesus.
I know what you're talking about. It's on point.
Eli, on the other hand, what's that? Your new TikTok?
Oh, that was tough. That was really tough.
You know, I forgot to say, what are your socials? Plug your socials. You should have said that in your mini guest segment. But if you would like to
Wait.
take this moment to plug your socials.
Wait, but if no one's watching, can they watch later?
Yeah, this is gonna be on my YouTube channel.
Let me write it down, actually.
All right, we'll get back to it at the end of the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit, that was the end. Any other 21 Chump Street questions or things we should discuss?
I think we covered it as much as we could for something that's only 15 minutes long.
Right. And these are actually more questions than I would normally have for our musicals. But in terms of what we will cover for our next podcast, we can do Newsies or we can change it up. Any thoughts, Tim?
Probably Newsies.
Newsies or maybe Greatest Showman too. They just added that to Disney Plus.
I've seen that one.
That would be easier to talk about, but Newsies.
We could do The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, maybe Greatest Showman in the future. Definitely, yeah, but maybe Newsies for next episode because I already got the thumbnail and everything. We'll have my sister on as well.
She's single? No, I'm kidding.
No, but if you want to go after that, she's 23 with a 7-month-old.
Okay, MILFs. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Oh, actually. Yikes. Oh no.
Hey, you
the
can
camera's
just.
backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, my Snapchat is Eli.Ellis17. Wait. No, it's 13. I got that on my Instagram. Oh no. Anyway.
This is your Snapchat, right?
Yep, that's my Snapchat, yep. Okay,
Go add him on Snapchat if you would like. If anyone's still watching this. All right.
My
Instagram
is Eli Ellis 17. No dots, no nothing. Just.
And if you'd like to go follow his Instagram, go follow his Instagram there.
Yeah.
That works.
Clout.
Yeah, you gotta go get that clout. I mean, I wouldn't put it past me that someone's watching this, even if it's Tim in an hour.
Yeah.
The Philly went on that joke. He's been watching our podcasts after just to make sure we don't screw up on anything.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing per se, but yeah.
How long does it take you to upload?
It's pretty much on YouTube right away because we're live right now. But for it to be processed and to be an actual video, like by the time I wake up, it's done.
Nice.
Yeah, it is nice. So yeah, shall we end this stream with Eli on here? Might as well.
I think so. Keep him
All right.
around.
All right. So thank you everyone for tuning into our podcast. That was, we had a solid agenda and doing stuff starting. Kind of went off topic and maybe aboard some of y'all right at first, but we got right back on track. Bring our mini guest back in, Eli, for 21 Chump Street chat. Go follow his socials if you would like to. We'll put it up once again right here.
That's cool.
It is. Oh yeah, actually I should show you this too. We can do other things like add banners to the bottom, which I forget to add. Yeah, and there's also this kind of banner as well to cover some of the screen.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. We use this technology very nicely. thanking the mini guest here. So thanks, Eli, for joining us
Yeah,
more
thanks.
than
Thank
once.
you.
Thanks for carrying our stream, or else I don't think we would have survived here.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
So which musical should we do next? You know, we have things such as The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, Newsies, maybe The Greatest Showman, Dear Evan Hansen, and any other things that are accessible to us. And next episode, I'll be bringing my sister on, and we'll be talking about Newsies. But in the future, more musical theater segments. We will bring Eli back on.
Sweet, sweet.
Hey, if you go watch it, Hamilton, bring you back on for a little recap.
All right,
See what you think.
All right.
Yeah, and our promote our sponsor once again, which is No One. Thank you, No One, for sponsoring us because you guys are the best. So go follow and buy from No One. Just send me the money, Skyxx148 at gmail.com on PayPal. Thank you very much. So that's as much as I can stretch this stream. Thank you so much for watching. If you're